I'm trying to figure out which perspective we didn't go and went left, right. Put
I
it this way.
don't.
We were just
Right.
discussing if
Got
immigrants
us
show
back.
us can teach us. We were all immigrants into this country. Some of us didn't ask to come here, but obviously a lot of the immigrants that come here still focus on family more so they do focus on the money. And when they're making the money, they invest in their family and they expand. But ironically, when we talk about the importance of finances and legacy, a lot of times we use the money to separate from each other. And ain't most and respectfully to the sisters, when men make money, they build families. When women make money, they get rid of their men. So a lot of sisters, the most high earning income women are having less children, and the women who have less money have the most children. Where men who are mostly educated and have the finances are having children, and less educated and less men who are less financially adequate are having the less children. But every time a woman advances, and then women say they fought for equality and feminism was supposed to make you equal to us and be able to help you bring us to a different level of in a society together, y'all separate from us when you make money. So if something immigrants can teach us is that when the woman comes here, she builds with her man instead of making money and separating herself from herself and say she makes her own money. She gets her own car. She gets her own house. She builds with her man. So immigrants can teach us a lot of things because that's exactly what black men used to do and black women used to do as well too. We had the highest marriage rates from 1860 to 1960 until the white women convinced the black woman to pick herself, even though she still, who said it? I think Aunt Shan said the white woman still marries her man. Like she chose to go, they got her to go to work, but black women literally say, I don't need you anymore. So the things that can teach us is how greatly it can impact our future kids by coming together. And it starts with the woman, because once you choose yourself, you create disorder and you don't have the man there for you or your children.
It's easier to teach black women to pursue their own individuality whenever they don't even want order. When they are raised to despise any order or structure, it's easier to give them that path. You know what I'm
I
saying?
have,
So
I have a question, and I agree with a lot of what you said, Ali. But there's a part in there that we're missing out. I think that most women are in relationships with men. I think the problem is the men are not asking these women to marry them. I don't know many women who've not had a struggling man who's been in a relationship with a man who's helped them. Because most of the women I know, if you're with someone, you're with them wholeheartedly and you're going to go to bat for them. But he's just not getting on his knee and asking her to marry him. So at what point like we talk like marriage is in the female's hands, and that's not the truth.
No, she don't want to get married. Why would you ask a woman who doesn't want to get married to be married? If when you pick yourself and you end up being a 304, you end up being sexually liberated, you end up saying you a single mother, you end up talking about you traumatized and broken and unhappy, you start neglecting
my
yourself,
body, my choice.
you start being destructively prideful, you start becoming a Christian, and then you somehow forget about the man, and then you have this statue that they build and that makes women promote being the worst of yourself. Why what would promote men to get married with women today if they don't stay loyal to monogamy? Because tell me, what age are women asking to be wives? You're not asking to be a wife at 18, you're not asking to be a wife at 25, you're not asking to be a wife at 30, even though most women do get married at 25, 29. But even if men do marry you, women still leave. So if we're not rewarded for being loyal to you and committing to you and being righteous brothers and you still leave, why should a man marry you if you don't even stay loyal to monogamy? Y'all have mastered being by yourself and not wanting to be married. So why should a man keep compromising himself and his heart and keep wanting to be with women who are not loyal to monogamy?
And white women are twice as likely to divorce a black man than black women. So y'all really got it bad right now.
I want to
So
go ahead and get
Everybody,
hold on, y'all. I want to go ahead and get Missy in there. Mrs. E in there.
everybody
She been
needs
kind of
You
waiting
should have
patiently.
let what's called answer his question. That was a really
Yeah,
good
the
question.
answer the question when he
so
answered, sweetie. She
I know,
asked,
but I'm trying to spread I'm trying to spread it around. You know what I mean? So
of course, but
I want
she said we're not trying to get married. But they
so
don't
my
want to.
so 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 Ali, when we look at the internet, everything that you're seeing is absolutely truth, right? But I know that you have had a woman who's been down for you. You're a nice looking man, you've got a lot going for yourself, right? So most men have had that person in their lives, especially if you're just that guy, right? So
No,
my
they
thing
didn't.
is, but I do get your point. What I got out of what you were saying was she has to present herself in a certain kind of way, maybe less access. If she does that, then maybe he will ask her take it to the next level. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't agree with most women will give you her box. She won't give you cooperation. I can get a woman to give me her box before I can get her to cook some cornbread. Like that, you can get a woman in the bedroom all day long before she does anything that's feminine or ladylike for you. So I mean, how many women will actually cook for a man and say, "Hey, look, this is what I can do for you if you're with me," versus saying, "Hey, here's my throat and here's my body in the bedroom." Most men can get most men can get sisters.
I'm not cooking. I don't got no throat. I don't got nothing. That's probably
no, right. And it's possible that those are the women. So, and I think that we have to be mindful too that every area has different types of women, right? Maybe that's the women that you're exposed to. That or maybe in your area, because the women I know, they cook for, I'm from Alabama. You cook for, it's just known, you cook for the family. You have several different meats. It's just normal.
Shayna, I know you want to go to your anecdotal, but 71% of our women are unmarried. So you must have a special group of women in your group.
No, it's not, because those women too are unmarried and they cook.
Why are they unmarried then?
Hold on, y'all. Before y'all go down this rabbit hole. Hold on, Shan. Before y'all go down this rabbit hole, can I get Mrs. E in there? And then we'll circle back around to that.
Lapeef, I can't see him.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good night, everyone. How you guys doing? I hope all is well. I just wanted to say that I absolutely agree with what Ali is saying, because I do understand that, yes, us women, we go through some things, but at the same time, we also have to take responsibility of what we put ourselves through. And to the point of the 70% of women being unmarried, it's more than likely of the simple fact that they go into the relationship thinking that, if I gave up this, if I gave up that, if I show my body, if I do this thing, like showing wifely things to him way too soon before he even get the ring, then hopefully I could just I'll be able to get the ring. But majority of the time they're not talking about the marriage. They're just talking about getting with the man, and that's about it, But yeah, that's what I have to say. I'm sorry, I have a full house.
So can I just make a point?
Yeah, we can circle back around. I just wanted to make sure she got in there because she haven't been able to speak. What y'all?
So when we talk, because when I hear people in the panel, right, and they always talk about, oh, my mom, she used to cook, she used to do all these things. You guys don't do what our parents do, but your mama was single too. Most of y'all didn't have y'all daddies. So the point is, my point in saying that is just cooking and cleaning is just not enough. It takes more than just cooking and cleaning to keep a man. It's how you present yourself. I mean, there's so many more things to it than just that. So I just want us to make sure we're not just saying, oh, because she's not cooking, she's not cleaning. Those are not only things. There are a lot of people who cook and clean who don't have men, who are not getting married.
I think he just used the example as far as the box, like how simple it is. It wasn't more or less like this is what it takes, but he definitely used it as an example of, it's easy to just get the box over anything she can do for me. Like,
and I can agree with that.
I think that women, whim whammy is like, it's just.
If I can explain, essentially what he's saying is, and I know we kind of harped on the whole cooking thing, but essentially what he's saying is, and we've heard women say this, they will give a man her ass quicker than she would give him her submission. So quicker than she would give him all the things that a man would need in a relationship. All the things he would require in a relationship, she would give him ass all day. But when it comes to those things, submission, being able to be cooperative with him, working with him, some women, he may need her to work with him. You know what I mean? She might have to work alongside him. And she said, I ain't going 50-50 with him. Right. It's like they are more willing to have sex with the guy than they would to actually cooperate with any man unless they deemed him worthy.
And the crazy part about the sex thing is, that's not even sustainable once you transition into marriage.
I don't know why.
Given the fact that, hold on. Let me land the point. The sex thing is not even lucrative. It's not even sustainable once you transition into a marriage, because then now you got to deal with them withholding the sex. So if that is the only value they led with, that they were just so eager to give up, you don't even have assurance that you're going to continue to get it at the rate you were getting it. For her to land you, for her to persuade you to get to the altar before the bait and switch. So think about that.